Those who have been with me for a while know that I'm a fan of chop. And chop is when you take just the best cane that you have and you chop it up and you mix it like egg salad and then you make a loaf. And you make this is the old chop index, and then we have a new chop index that has like mini beads and different experiments in using chop. And for instance, like this is scav clay. It's just like clay that I had that, beads that I went, oh, I'm just really not too excited about this. And so I took them and I chopped them up again, made, had a ton, had a ton of them. Okay, let's go down back here. And so I made it into a loaf and you slice off. Let's see where's the loaf. The loaf goes down here. Make it into a loaf. And then you cut the loaf into sections. Say 15. Cut those sections, and here's a little section of the loaf. And we start cutting. Natasha beads are cut. You take a rectangle and you cut it down the middle, down the length. You open it like a book. That's the first cut. And if you put these side by side, they'd be a mirror image, see? And then you take those two pieces and you cut them and you open them up like a book. And then you put them back to back, and so you have mirror images all the way around. Okay, the reason why I got into doing uh, chop and toss was because I had a whole bunch of what I call canes of grave disappointment. And it started out, where are we? Started out with the African mix. I had some bad antelope and bad zebra and some wood that didn't work. And then I had other things that um, just ended up reminding me of Africa. So I had like zebra and wood and sky and 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 it just like went on. And so then I ended up making mirror images that came out like so amazing, to me, amazing, because we have zebra and we have tiger and we have wood and we have sky and we have flowers and bits of kente cloth. And some of them suggested faces and animals, and so like I pressed it from the back and filled it in the back. This just experiments. And this one here ended up being a tin that was really well loved. There we go. So this is tiger, different types of kente cloth, wood, zebra. And so then I thought, oh, maybe if, let me see, we got a chop index. If I took colors that represented the American Southwest, would the chop look like Mayan or Aztec and it did. So I took colors and shapes that reminded me of the American Southwest, and I did the chops. And that one was like, oh. But every country has its own colors. Every culture has its you know, favorite shapes. And if you do canes, and we're not saying just use canes of grave disappointment, make really good canes. Okay, this is something that I thought was interesting. I had a bunch of different chalk of different types, and if you do them, uh, you make a half round, and you can put, like, you layer, like I layered wood and then some animal and then some abalone, and you cut the half round, you open it up like a mirror image, and you have this design that's in the center. I wish I had, so this had, as you see, I had new abalone, different ammonite experiments, bamboo, different things that I threw together to make these half round designs. And you take a half round, cut it in half, you know, cut two slices, open it like a book. You have a design. You have a mirror image. So so this is okay. So this is the old biz. Or I'll put the links in the description below. This is the old chop index. This is the new one. Um, yeah, this is the new one, and this, I did experiments in mini beads, chopping up scraps, working with pendants, oil slick. Oil slick is something that I've been obsessing about. Um, Making a pen with African chop. Come on. Came out pretty nice, I think. Came out all right. A little bit of all right. So this, I'm showing you this because I'm going to take the tongues of fire, and I'm going to give it a chop. And I'm going to show you that don't be afraid of taking like really good cane and chopping it up, you know, because you just never, because like this is beads. Oh, I'll show you some beads before I chop them. Oh yeah, here's the layered beads. You take a bunch of different types, you lay it in a layer, okay? And then when you put it together, you have something in the middle. And you get these kind of interesting designs. Not the best pictures. Tiger chop is always nice. Yeah, but tiger's great no matter what you do, you know? So anyhow, this is a forest inspired. Oh, the sunsets. Sunsets are nifty because you layer the colors, you layer the chop. And let's take a closer look at that. You layer the chop. Here's the hotter colors, and it goes up into cooler colors, and then you cut your slices off the log, and you get a sunset effect. So I'm gonna stop this here, and then I'm going to show you some beads that I have, of necklaces that I still have, and that employ this technique. All right. So there we